Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the sixth or fifth, Caleb.
Sixth.
Let me know. Sixth official episode of the StepBack Podcast. We are here with a special guest, Ryan Ray, Lightoutsports. How are you guys doing today?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. I never miss, and I'm chilling.
Dude, I'm doing well too. So when Alex told me that we were maybe gonna have you on, I can't lie, I hadn't seen you on TikTok before, but I went to check it out.
That's fine.
And the one thing I learned, first of all, you're a LeBron fan, but you're not a LeBron sexual. Love that.
Yep.
Second, this man never misses, so I'm excited.
Never
Anyways,
miss ever.
If you don't follow Lightout Sports, we're trying to get him to 1 million followers by the end of the day. So go.
Let's go. That's the goal. Let's go. Hey, Didi's on the shot. Let's go.
All right. So, Alex, usually how we start this, Ryan, is with some things we like and dislike. If you have that ready, that's fine. If not, you can just react to me and Alex's stuff. But Alex, we'll start with you. What did you like from this week or dislike?
Kemba Walker. I enjoyed watching Kemba Walker this week, and that's the first time I've been able to say that for a while now. Yeah, Kemba played amazing. He played really well, and I overall just enjoyed watching Kemba.
Respect.
I also like Kemba Walker, even though I hate the Celtics. I like Kemba Walker.
Yeah.
But the thing that I dislike about this week is that people are overreacting over Steph Curry having one bad game. Oh my God! Relax. He can't drop 40 every single night, bro. Like, he has no play. He has no, and everybody, look at him. Look, he sucks. Like, relax, man, relax. That's the thing that I disliked about this week. So,
bro, I don't know where all the Steph Curry haters came from.
Dude, they came out of nowhere. You know what? Okay. I think I know where they come from. They're LeBron fans that can't forget what Steph Curry did to him in the NBA Finals. Like, it's shut up, bro. Like, it happened. It happened, bro. Look at what's going on now, bro. I'm a LeBron fan myself. Like, it's oh my God, it really makes me mad, bro.
Ryan, are you a Lakers fan or a LeBron fan?
LeBron fan. I've been riding that bandwagons in 03. So
you don't necessarily have a team. You're just LeBron.
If I had to pick a team, I'll say the Denver Nuggets.
Okay,
nice.
Respect.
Yeah,
good choice.
I like the Denver Nuggets. Yeah.
Because you're a big Jokic guy too.
I love Jokic. I love my Jokic. Yeah.
Something I like this week, or this is like the past month or so, the Rondo Clippers. In the first 13 games, they went 10-3. In the first 7 games, I think Rondo was plus 71 when he was on the floor. I know stats aren't everything, but that's huge for a role point guard at this point in his career. And then what I don't like, the stupid injuries, man. I think this is on the NBA. I think they should have started the season later. Even like KP last night, who gets hurt all the time.
I know, that was sad.
That was super tough for me to watch. And then like Trae Young, I'm not a huge fan, but you don't want to see anybody get injured.
Nope.
Yeah.
But that's what I like and dislike. Do you guys have anything else on those?
I agree with you on the injury part. It's been too much this year. There's probably stats out there that prove it. But one thing is just the schedule. People are playing like 5 games, 4 games a week. That's so much. Either you should have waited a bit more to give them more rest, or you elongate the season just a bit. Like, the playoffs are right around the corner. It feels like we just started.
Exactly. No, and I feel you on that, bro. Because first, although I rooted for the Lakers yesterday, I love the Mavericks, and just seeing Kristaps Porzingis getting injured again. I was like, oh my God, bro. First of all, Luka, nobody's talking about Luka. No one's talking about Luka.
We're going to talk about Luka today.
Secondly, Kristaps Porzingis, this man is made out of glass, bro. He can't play back-to-back games. He can't. Yeah. And that's the only negative. Exactly, bro. And there's something going on with him.
Can we agree Kristaps is the most injury-prone player in the league?
I disagree.
Disagree? Oh,
yeah.
Who you got?
Anthony Davis. Bro, that man gets injured every single night, bro. Yesterday, he almost got injured. Again.
He's so overrated too, bro.
Dude, okay, hold up. Now, let's pause. Let's pause right there. See, this was the line right here, and you just
no. He's a fantastic player. Overrated crap, though.
No,
Overrated.
No.
People are saying he's the greatest power forward ever, or like top 3. Like, that's BS.
I mean,
Great player. He's overrated. Luka.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got a trivia question for you guys. Are you ready to answer that?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Okay. So this question might be way too easy because you guys know your stuff, but it's what we're going with. If there are 2 answers, so each of you get a shot to say one answer, and we'll see if we can get them both. Okay. So here's the question: the current leader in the MVP race, at least on most people's lists, I think according to Basketball Reference, is Nikola Jokic right now.
Yep.
He's probably my MVP right now. He was drafted 41st overall by the Denver Nuggets. And if he wins MVP this season, he will be the lowest drafted MVP in NBA history.
Oh, wow.
So there are 2 players currently tied for the lowest draft picks to be MVP in NBA history. Do you know who they are and what pick they are?
Okay, so let's talk about
Ryan, you can take a guess first.
Okay.
Yeah, go
so I'm just saying about the MVPs we had in the last couple seasons. I know Giannis he wasn't the top 3 pick. I know we got Steph, we got LeBron's number 1 pick. That's a good one. Wow. I'm gonna go Giannis.
Yep, that's 1.
That's 1? Okay.
Alex?
I'm gonna go Giannis.
Well, so Giannis was drafted 13th or 15th?
15th.
15th. Kobe was drafted 13th.
Kobe was a good one.
I don't know. I was gonna guess Giannis too, but
was it Tim Duncan?
No. Okay, Kobe is like a close guess, I could say.
Kobe?
Close guess.
This dude snubbed Kobe.
Oh, Steve Nash.
Steve Nash. Oh, okay. I mean, he's a baller. I like him.
Okay. You said he snubbed Kobe.
I'm not saying he snubbed. I'm saying people say he snubbed Kobe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the Nash MVP.
Same.
I like the first.
I don't like 2 MVPs for Nash. I like 1.
Agreed.
Yeah, I like 1. I don't like both. Yeah. So.
Sweet guys. Well, let's get into our top 15 list. King Louie, you can kind of lead us through that.
Yeah. So today we have each prepared a top 15 player in the NBA list when healthy. So that's up for debate on what that means exactly. But we have them when healthy. It's top 15. Ryan, would you like to start? You are our guest. If you want to go first, go for it, man.
You know what? Let me hear yours first, because remember, I never miss. So I have
just copy him.
I have the cheat sheet. So I don't want you guys to start cheating. All right. So
all right.
Yeah.
So for honorable mention, Jason Tatum. For my number 15, give me Zion Williamson. I love Zion, most dominant player in the NBA. 15 is a perfect spot for him.
I love that pick.
Yeah.
Are we going pick by pick here, like each of us?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going pick by pick? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down.
So do I go honorable mention right now?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, honorable mentions to Bradley Beal, the most overrated basketball player in the NBA. We're going to give Julius Randle an honorable mention as well. I like Randle, do not get me wrong, but I can't put him in the top 15 when I've seen other players doing what they're doing for years now. So next year, we'll talk about it. Now, this one is going to be very controversial, but he hasn't played great recently. And also, I've never seen this man lead a team to at least above a 5th seed. All right. And his name is Damian Lillard. I'm not putting that man in my top 15. I'm sorry. He is out.
Wait,
he is out.
He's not in your top 15.
Out of there. He's out.
I love where this is going.
I love that. I love Dame. Do not get me wrong. This man's a baller. You want him. If we're talking about the last shot, you want him with the last shot. Okay, I agree. Yeah, give Dame the shot. I have no problem. But we're looking about point guards, right? Point guards that can lead teams to winning championships, to winning seasons. Damian Lillard has not proven that ever. So I'm not putting him in my top 15.
Hey,
also,
continue.
Okay, and my last guy, my honorable mention, Zion. Zion was very close. I just couldn't put him there just because of the seeding. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, on your point on Damian Lillard. Recently, Damian Lillard has dropped down on my list. I used to have him as a top 10 player. He's been going down and down recently. It's not really his fault. It's just that more players are proving me that they can do stuff that Dame has been doing and do it better.
Yep.
Like Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even say my 15th, right? I'm supposed to say that, right?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah. I got Anthony Davis.
Oh,
Number 15.
I thought
Healthy. 15.
okay,
Yeah.
I understand why you were mad about the overrated take I had then, because you are not overrating Anthony Davis. I love that.
I'm
not.
No, look, and let me explain
15
why.
when healthy?
Look, let me explain why. When was the last time Anthony Davis ever, right? Like, look, you gotta think about it. We a lot of people like comparing AD to Tim Duncan, right? Tim Duncan, and yeah, it was the Greg Popovich system, right? He still led teams to winning games. When AD was alone, this man did not lead a single team. The reason they made the playoffs was not because of Anthony Davis. His name was Rajon Rondo, and nobody wants to give him credit. No one. It's now that it's that Anthony Davis is now with LeBron James, and because LeBron James is one of the greatest playmakers we have ever seen, he's gonna make Anthony Davis look like a god. So that's
Ryan,
the reason.
Ryan, you started off pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I never miss.
I have AD high on my list, but I can see you reasoning.
This
so far.
I respect it.
I don't like the Rondo take, but I do like the take. Like he played with one of the GOATs. Like they put him with one of the GOATs, and all of a sudden he's like top 5 power forward ever. And I'm like, he's LeBron James.
Okay. I have one thing to say though. You have Damian Lillard, Zion Williamson, and AD in your honorable mentions and number 15. I'm interested to see who you have ahead of those guys.
Me too.
Hey man. Y'all gonna like it. That's all I gotta say.
I didn't put honorable mentions like down, but some notable guys that didn't make my list. Jason Tatum, I wanted to put him up there, not quite on the list.
JT's not in my list as well. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And no, you're good.
Wow.
And then a lot of those
list?
elite shooting guards didn't make it.
Same here.
So Zach LaVine, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, none of them are crack my top 15. But I think there's probably a case for 20 to 22 guys you could put in my top 15. But I'm obviously only picking 15. So my number 15 spot, yeah.
I feel like the 13 to 15 range is really interchangeable. It depends on what you value. But like you said, 20 to 22 guys that could fit in there.
Yeah. So my number 15, actually, I cannot believe this. King Louis, we have the same 15. I got Zion Williamson.
Nice. We agree for once.
That's great.
There we go.
I like Zion.
I think Zion's low-key underrated right now. I think he's the third best power forward in the game.
It's crazy. It's crazy how people were talking about him last season so much, and as soon as LaMelo Ball pulls up, it's like, all right, well, LaMelo's our new golden boy, and they forget about Zion. That's what literally happened.
I think he's low-key. He should be in the most improved conversation because he's gotten so much better. But at the same time, he's a sophomore. He only played 25
22
games last season, something like that. So obviously, he probably won't win it. But that's my number 15. King Louis, who's your 14?
Hey, speaking of Zion, though, the amount of people that are telling me Julius Randle is better than Zion is kind of shocking.
It's close.
I can't agree with that, though. Zion is so dominant. He's so skilled as well. People don't realize how skilled Zion is. I like Julius Randle. He's got a nice shot, but no easy above Zion.
Yeah. Remember, there's people in this world that just want to put Kevin Durant in the top 10 just because he's the most skilled basketball player to ever live, right? Yeah, you're skilled. I get it. But what have you done with your skill?
Yeah.
Not a lot. So I agree with you.
Yeah. And in my opinion, Julius, his play is not sustainable. He's not going to keep that up. In my opinion, it's going to decline next season. It'll still be good, but it'll decline to a level.
Yeah, that man's going crazy.
Okay, my number 14. It was close, but I'm going Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy, I love Jimmy.
It was between him and the guy ahead of him, but yeah, Jimmy's my number 14. I think he's a great leader. He can come up clutch if you need him to. He's an amazing defender, but I don't know. He needs to be that guy, but I feel like he's acting like a vet, even though he should be still that guy. He's like 31.
Yeah. I like that attitude though, because he's still proving that I don't know. I just like him. I love Miami. I'm from Florida, so I like seeing these guys, Orlando and in the Miami Heat, be successful. So I like Jimmy Butler. So I have no problem with that being in the list. So is it my turn?
Yep,
go for it.
Okay, number 14 in my list. I'm gonna give it to the Brody, Russell Westbrook. I feel like Russell Westbrook is the best player in the Washington Wizards.
I agree.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah,
definitely,
he is.
Definitely.
He is. Like, I like Bradley Beal. He's a bucket, right? But the same thing. I like the way I look at basketball, right? And Anthony Davis is the scorer in the Lakers, right? He is the one that scores the ball. But LeBron James is obviously the best player. He's the one that runs the offense. So that's for that reason, I'm going to put Russell Westbrook at 14 above Bradley Beal.
I love the Russell Westbrook respect. I personally, the two guys I named, I don't think I can put them, or I don't think personally I could put the Russ over them, but I really like this pick. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it too, man.
I think Russ is arguably one of the most underrated guys in the league right now.
Yeah, he is very underrated.
I like asking people this question, basketball people. I've already talked to Alex about it. Where do you rank Russ amongst point guards this season? You've got him over Dame.
Yep, hold up. 1, 2,
wow,
3, 4. I have 5. He's 5.
He's 5. Cool.
Yep, 5. I had to count how many point guards I had in my list, so he's 5.
Hey, you're good.
Yeah.
I don't think I quite have him that high. Can I go with my number 14 real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Go ahead.
Also a point guard. I'm taking Damian Lillard.
Nice.
He was a little bit higher on my list back in the day, but he's dropped a little bit, kind of slumping right now. I like to make fun of him because people always say he's better than Luka, and that makes me mad. So I make videos about that. But I don't hate Dame. I'm a big fan. I just think he's slightly overrated, and 14 on my list. I think it's a good spot.
Yeah, he's elite. Although I think he's overrated, he's elite. I can't take that from him. So
absolutely.
I agree.
Damian Lillard has been carrying the Blazers year after year with a mediocre supporting cast. But what outside of that one conference finals run, I don't think Dame's really done much. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, Rajon Rondo, and Drew Holiday swept the Blazers in the first round. So I think Dame's playoff success might be a little overrated. He's a great player, don't get me wrong. But I agree that you guys have him in this range.
Yeah, no,
I have a ton of respect for him.
Yeah, respect. Look, I don't hate Dame, right? I think a lot of what people fail to understand from my account is that I don't know how long you've been watching me, Lewis. Or Alex, sorry.
For a while.
Okay, yeah. So I was hating on the Warriors, but people assumed that because I was hating on the Warriors, that means that Steph Curry sucks. Yeah. That's the thing that people were. And look, I think the Portland Trail Blazers suck, right? I don't think they have enough to go and win it all. But I'm not saying Dame is bad. I just think he can't lead his team to a championship. That's all I gotta say. He can be the best player on a championship team. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. So should I go with my number 13 then? Let's into it? All right. So number 13 is actually Damian Lillard. Now there is another point guard that I have right ahead of him, and I'm gonna save that for number 12. But yeah, number 13 is Damian Lillard. We've been talking about it, but I really want to get to my next point on number 12, so I'm gonna hold my talking for later.
Okay. Well, at number 14 for me, I got the point guard himself, Chris Paul. Chris Paul, you put him in any team, that team becomes a contender. They become better. And although his stats don't show that he's an elite basketball player, you got to look at the stuff he does that are not stats. He knows how to run the play. He has the biggest IQ for me in the NBA right now. He understands basketball. So I got to give it to Chris Paul at my number 14.
I like that pick. I love CP3, my favorite player in the league. I do think that's a bit high just for this season.
Yeah, for this, I understand.
He's the only guy who has the same level of intangibles as LeBron James.
Yeah, I agree.
Leadership, IQ, things like that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I love Chris.
So Ryan, you're 15 AD, 14 Russ, 13 CP3?
Yep.
Cool. My 13 is also a point guard. Number 13, I got Kyrie Irving. I think he's better than Damian Lillard. He's been an elite scorer this year. He's insane. What that man does with the ball is crazy. Once again, I know we said we're kind of ranking them off true impact and not necessarily skill. But I think his impact is still huge, even being third best player on his team. I mean, I have two of his teammates ahead of him. He's insane. So Kyrie's my number 13.
Yeah. So
I'm not gonna say that.
My number 12.
I want to hear.
Yeah, go for it, Ryan. Go for it. Let's hear it.
Okay. He said that he's the third best player on his team. I said you could arguably say he's the second best player on his team.
Over Harden?
I'm not gonna say
over KD.
I'm just Luke, Alex. What are you gonna say? That's all I gotta say. You gotta watch. You just keep watching the list, bro. Yeah?
This is crazy.
Okay. So my number 12 is Kyrie Irving. The reason why I have him over Damian Lillard, he has two other superstars on his team, and he's still putting up elite production. I guarantee you, if Harden wasn't on that team, he'd be averaging the same, if not more, assists than Damian Lillard. Mm-hmm. I've been watching a lot of Kyrie this year, simply for the fact that I know the Nets are going to be in the finals, and I want to see them the whole way through. And also, Kyrie's on my fantasy team, and this guy gives me bear points every night, so I gotta watch him play. But I love Kyrie this season. I definitely think he's better than Damian Lillard. I know it sounds like we're hating on Dame. No, it's just Kyrie's
we're just being realistic.
Yeah.
We're being realistic.
Better impact and better skill, in my opinion.
Yep. And they're both trash at defense, so it doesn't really matter.
Facts. Just one take that you said that the Nets are going all the way. That's not happening. They're not going all the way.
You never missed it.
I never miss.
Wait, who do you have going all the way?
I got Philly or the Bucks going all not in the East. They're coming out of the East.
Yeah.
But guys, this is not a promise. This is a spoiler. The Lakers are going all the way.
Yeah, I agree with that. Lakers
they're going all the way.
Lakers are 6 or 7.
If someone's gonna really sit down and tell me that the injury-prone Brooklyn Nets are gonna go all the way, you're crazy. That's all I gotta say.
That I mean fully healthy. When I said that, fully healthy Nets are going all the way. Because yes, Joel Embiid will dominate them. Mm-hmm. Yes, Giannis Antetokounmpo will dominate them. But then at the end of the day, you have the best scorer in the league, you have the second best scorer in the league, and you have Kyrie Irving.
Yep, and I agree. The problem is that they're injured. And we don't even know if James Harden is going to come back for the first round. And if you're telling me that the Brooklyn Nets are going to face the New York Knicks the first round, you cannot sit down and tell me that the Knicks don't even have a chance.
They don't have a chance.
They don't have a chance.
They don't have a chance.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to say right here, y'all could clip this. The Knicks are going to eliminate the Brooklyn Nets. If the big three is not there, the New York Knicks are out of there.
Oh my
out
goodness.
of there. And when it happens, I never miss.
Through the computer.
Oh my! I never miss. Hey.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just not a promise. It's a spoiler. That's all I gotta say.
He's a prophet.
One thing about the Knicks this season, the Knicks. Did you see Stephen A's reaction when they were a 4 seed? I feel like Knicks fans are so struck that they're actually good this season.
I did not expect that.
Their team just a bit. But I mean, New York basketball hasn't been good in years, so give it to them.
The only reason keep going. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, here are the teams I take over the Knicks in the East: the Sixers, the Bucks, the Nets, the Heat, and the Celtics.
Okay, perfect. The Celtics,
not
a threat. I'm sorry, they're playing great. Not a threat.
The Knicks?
They're a threat to the Knicks, but they're just a second round team at best this year. Second round team at best.
I agree. I'm just saying they're taking down the Knicks in a series if they play.
Oh, my bad. I did not.
No, you're good.
My bad. Okay, so we're in what pick? We're number 12, right?
12 here.
Number 12. I just went with Kyrie, so it's
okay. I'm gonna go Jimmy Butler.
12. I like
Jimmy
that.
Buckets. I like Jimmy Buckets. That same thing for Chris Paul. His stats don't show he's the best, but without Jimmy Butler, there's no Miami Heat. So I got to give it a Jimmy Buckets for that reason.
Love that pick.
Speaking of the Miami Heat, though, what are your thoughts on Tyler Hero recently with the stuff that he thinks he's a famous person or something? What do you think about that?
Tyler Hero, watch your ego. That's all I gotta say. Watch your ego.
Yeah. Jack Harlow ruined his career.
Jack Harlow, watch your ego.
The song's fire, though.
It is fire. But watch your ego to Tyler Hero. That's all I gotta say about Tyler.
Respect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, I'll just go quick with my 12. I've also got Jimmy Butler. You said it perfectly.
Yes.
Same reason I have him at 12. Alex, who's your 11?
11. Paul George, PG 13. He's a certified bucket. He's a clamp on defense. Give me Paul George. He's going to come back in the playoffs. Now, I don't think the Clippers are going to do much in the playoffs, but he'll prove people wrong. PG. Give me PG. 11.
I agree. Everything he said. Yeah, I have him at 12. I mean not at 12, at 11. My bad. I agree. Everything you said, I agree.
Me too.
So
that was
it's unanimous.
Yeah, unanimous.
The 11th best player.
The 11th best player in the league.
Yeah, I like that. All right, so what's number 10 then?
All right, number 10. Okay, I don't know if actually no, that was for number 9. Number 10, Luka Doncic. I used to have him I used to have him outside my top 10, but I think he's definitely top 10 now.
10?
Yeah, he's my top 10. Yeah.
Dang it, Alex, bro. Hey, Ryan, just so you know, he wasn't in his top 10 a week ago. He was outside of his top 10.
Bro, what? Luka is 10?
I don't know.
Who do you have above Luka? There's only a selected few that's above Luka.
5 guys, man. Perhaps, but
you're making me doubt my AD pick right now. But yeah, Luka 10.
Luka, okay. You know what? Luka's above farther in my pick in this list, but I'll explain why later. And my number, I got lost for 10. At number 10, I got the man with the greatest handles of all time, Kyrie Irving.
Let's go.
I got Kyrie.
Love it.
We already talked why we think Kyrie's good. So I'm not gonna repeat what we just said. Kyrie.
So you think the Nets have 3 top 10 players, but they're not gonna make it out the East?
Not making on, and not because they're not healthy. Not because if they're healthy, they're making it out. I just don't believe they're gonna be healthy enough to come out. I'm sorry.
Even just 2 of them. If it's KD and Kyrie, no Harden.
Wait, fact check here.
I'm not gonna say that yet.
Did you say Kyrie's their second best player?
I said you could argue that he's the second.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was nervous you're gonna have Kyrie over like Harden or KD or something. I wasn't ready.
Oh no.
You could argue he's better than KD. No one's better than Harden. But yep.
Dang it, Alex.
He didn't miss. All right, give him up.
All right, is it my 10 here?
Yep.
All right, so most guys definitely have this guy higher. Ryan had him pretty lower than most people. I have AD at number 10. I think 10's a good spot for him. I think it's hard to rank him right now just because he hasn't played much this season. I do think he's insane. Like, peak AD is, like, really good.
Yeah.
But for this season, he's got to be 10 on my list. I think he's got to be in the top 10, but 10 is perfect. So
okay. So where I have Anthony Davis is based off his finals and playoff performance of last season. I personally don't believe he was ever healthy to come into this season. I think he played on an injury, just like Russ did. Russ at the beginning of the season, he was playing on an injury. Once he rested a bit and came back, he was good. Now, AD dropped, 4 points yesterday? That doesn't look too
4
good.
points. I watched.
He's on fire.
2 for 11.
I do think he'll come back, and I think he'll be better than ever. So that's just my reason why I have AD a bit higher than that.
I mean, I respect that. I mean, I think you could argue that Anthony Davis, besides the final series, was the best player on the Lakers. I mean, he was going off. He was, and so I respect that. I respect that point.
Yeah. Yep. So my number 9 is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now I'm very hesitant on this pick here. I never know where to place Giannis because he's a great defender. He's also he's pretty good on offense. But then
he's pretty good on offense.
He's a great defender, great offensive player too. But I don't know how much his defense outweighs other people's offense. Mm-hmm. If you know what I'm saying. So Giannis for me, I have him 9. But if you want to put Giannis at 7, go for it. I'm perfectly fine with that. But he's 7, 8, and 9 are interchangeable with me.
This is the thing for me. Yo, go ahead, Ryan.
I don't know. It was one of you two that said that Zion is the most dominant player in the league.
That was me.
I still believe Giannis is. I still believe Giannis is still the most dominant. But you know what? I can't say much right now, so I'm gonna pass it back to it.
No. So a lot of people have AD over Giannis, which I'm assuming you do, Alex.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have like a lot of guys over Giannis because Giannis doesn't have like a bag or whatever. But Giannis does well, he does so
exactly.
well.
Yeah.
And that's what pushes him over AD and a couple other guys on the list.
So, yes, I don't care if Giannis has a bag or not. That doesn't make with Jimmy Butler was I had him pretty high on my list.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter too much to me. The thing with Giannis, though, we've seen playoffs after playoffs. His game doesn't translate that well because he's amazing in transition, but in the half court when it's a standstill offense and players aren't hitting shots, then he struggles. So hopefully, I want him to prove me wrong this playoffs because I love watching.
I think he will. I think he's going to surprise people this year.
Yeah,
I hope he does because he doesn't have the pressure this year.
I agree with. I have Giannis at number 9 as well. I just do think that he's still the most dominant player, and then the only reason I don't have Giannis higher, I believe he could be a top 3 player in the NBA, in my opinion. He has that potential.
Agreed.
I agree.
But dude, the playoffs, these last 2 seasons in the playoffs, he hasn't shown up. So I have Giannis as my joker card. Like depending on how he shows up in this playoffs, I might have to bump it up, maybe a top 5 player.
You don't miss. I 100% agree on that.
He doesn't miss.
I don't miss. All right.
So that's your 9. Both you have Giannis.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm gonna get some hate for this one, and I actually don't love that I have this guy so low. I want to have him higher, but I just can't quite argue it right now.
Jokic.
Nikola Jokic is number 9.
Yes, Jokic haters. Jokic haters.
This man took off. Yo,
I have shorts. Look at this. What?
This dude just showing off his shorts. No, Jokic, he's a fantastic player. One of my favorite players in the league. But I just really my only argument is I just have 8 guys I think are better than him. Like,
no way.
Yeah. Totally.
You think just pure basketball? You think Giannis is better than Jokic?
I'd rather have Giannis on my team than Jokic.
Oh my goodness! I don't think people understand how hard and how skillful you have to be to do what he does.
No, it's amazing.
At his position.
It's amazing. I love Jokic. I think he's fantastic. There's 8 guys who I can argue ahead of him, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there. Yeah. All right, so we're doing number 8. Okay.
Yeah. So my number 8. I think I changed this last second. My number 8 is Anthony Davis. I had him at number 7, but we'll get to that. We talked a lot about AD. I don't know. This is based off his playoff performance and last season and his New Orleans days. Now, you could argue some of those New Orleans days were empty stats because they weren't that good of a team. Mm-hmm. However, we saw last year, it translates to winning. He had LeBron, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Perfect.
Yeah. He's another guy who could definitely climb into top 5-6 territory.
Exactly. I mean, last year I was so high on Anthony Davis. I had him top 5. I'm gonna be honest.
I think beginning of the season, most people had him at like 4.
Yeah, he's good.
ESPN had him at number 2 behind LeBron.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's stretching it, but all right, I get it.
Okay, but I feel like Anthony Davis has the potential to be a top 3 player in the league. It's whether or not he can stay on the court and he can provide that potential.
Okay. Yeah, I respect that. So, number 8. I'm just so low. Okay, number 8. Now, a lot of people maybe have him at his top 5 or maybe top 6. I have Kawhi Leonard right now. Kawhi Leonard at number 8. I love Kawhi. Don't get me wrong. I mean, what he did in Toronto was amazing. Although, the Golden State Warriors got injured, but he did what he had to do. Right.
Great finals run.
Great finals run. The problem that I have with Kawhi Leonard is that he went like people were comparing him to LeBron James. That he's like, you put him in San Antonio, look what happens. You put him in Toronto, look what happens. Now, last year, all the Clipper fans in the world overrated this man to the moon. It's like Kawhi's the best in the world. Like you guys don't understand, best two-wayer of all time. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's see what he does in the playoffs.
I think he is the best two-wayer of all time, though. I'm not.
You could argue that. I'm just saying what people.
Peak two-way.
Yeah.
He's not better than MJ, but he's up there.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. So Kawhi Leonard just got overrated so much, in my opinion, that I can't even put him top 5 anymore from what happened in the playoff last. First of all, let's look at Luka. Luka single-handedly almost destroyed these guys. Because if the Clippers, if Luka did not have not Luka, if Kristaps never got injured, Mr. Glassman himself didn't get injured, right? that we would have looked at Denver versus the Dallas Mavericks the second round, and you could probably say that Denver. And you could beat Denver, yes, and you could arguably say that they had the team to beat the Lakers. That's all. That's how high I was on the Dallas Mavericks. They were that good.
I wasn't even there.
I was there.
I've noticed something. None of you guys have named Luka yet, which means
there's a reason why.
Because he's extremely talented, Alex.
Hey, man. Yes, he has the talent. But, guys, he's not – people always say he has the size to be a good defender. He isn't that good of a defender. He has the size. So
he's an underrated defender.
It makes him not bad at defense.
His defense has gotten much better this season.
I know. But his size helps him be not bad at defense. But he's not really a good defender either. And on offense, he's a great offensive player, probably top 5. I don't know.
We'll get to Luka.
He's one of my favorite players.
People are saying that Giannis is going to be the face of the NBA. Zion is going to be the face in the NBA. And the face of the NBA in the future, his name is Luka.
Yeah,
Luka's going to be the face.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I think Luka and Zion.
The thing with Zion, I like Zion, don't get me wrong, but he relies too much on his athleticism. And so as soon as that's gone, I don't know what he could really do. That's the thing.
Blake Griffin's prime ended at 31.
Exactly. So, but
is that the comp to Zion, though?
No, but it's similar because Blake heavily relied on his athleticism, and then he tried to shift his game away with playmaking and shooting, but it didn't go too well, and now he's a role player.
Yep. I agree. So we're doing number 7 now, right?
Caleb.
Oh wait, time out. Yeah, we thought so much. Sorry.
No, you're good. Have you guys both done your 8?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, my 8. One of the MVP frontrunners as well. Best center in the league, Joel Embiid. Number 8 on my list.
I
think he is. His defense pushed him over the edge over Jokic. That's why I got him over Jokic. But yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's really low for Embiid, but I'll get into that when he pops up for me. My number 7 is the MVP of this season. He will win MVP barring injury. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Who knows what this season.
And barring Steph Curry.
No, Steph Curry's not winning. People need to stop saying
Steph has the narrative. Steph has the narrative.
Okay, he's not going to make the playoffs. And if he does, he's going to lose in the first round.
He still has the narrative, dude. I'm not saying he should be the MVP.
Russell Westbrook. Look at Russell. Russell Westbrook
was like a 5 seed though, or a 6 seed.
He was a 6 seed. I understand, but Russell Westbrook put historic numbers.
Exactly.
Who's putting historic numbers right now besides Steph Curry?
He's breaking Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan records right now.
Hey, James Harden in 2018, 2019 did the same thing, and he did it better. His 30-point per game streak was cut off at 32.
Yeah.
He had a 28-point game. If he scored one more bucket, it would have lasted another 6 games.
He wasn't shooting the ball like this.
But you know who was his teammate during that time?
Chris Paul. Yeah, we love Chris Paul.
Who has Steph Curry? Steph Curry has no one.
Draymond Green, Mr. Impact. Everyone's in love with him for some reason.
Draymond Green is better if you have Klay Thompson on the floor. But
exactly.
It's not.
I love Draymond Green, but he's not Chris Paul.
But yeah. Number 7, give me the MVP, Nikola Jokic. Without Jamal Murray, he's shown he can still lead this team.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Gordon,
best center in the league.
Caleb, great call on the Aaron Gordon trade. This man had him at number 1. He said it's the number 1 trade at the deadline. That was an amazing prediction. Aaron Gordon fits beautifully with his team. Yep. MPJ is a certified bucket. You got guys like that can defend and shoot, like Will Barton, Monte Morris. You got Campazzo. Give Bull minutes, and you can be finals contenders.
Bro, Denver's still legit without Jamal.
Yeah. They got to play Bull.
They have a great squad to go all the way this season.
They're the best team in the West.
I just think that Jamal Murray brought him that, like, put him over the edge.
Yeah, exactly.
But they still
extra
step closer to the Lakers.
But people are sleeping now because they think Jamal Murray is like Michael Jordan or something. I love Jamal Murray. Don't get me wrong, but like he's a bucket. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Yes. Anyways, in my number 7, I got the second best center in the league, Joel Embiid. I love Joel. He's great, a great defender. I wouldn't even be mad if he wins MVP this year. I mean, he's putting historic numbers as well. But the problem with Joel Embiid, and the reason I have him number 7, is that unlike Jokic, he doesn't run the offense. He's a bucket getter. He's like if we compare, this is the best way I compare Jokic and Embiid. Jokic would be similar to LeBron James, and and Embiid will be similar to Kevin Durant.
Yeah, that's a perfect comparison.
That's the best. That's the best way I see them because
so you have Jokic higher because of playmaking, essentially.
Playmaking. I mean, his importance in his team. I mean, Joel Embiid is great and all. I'm not saying that he's not important, but when you look at the matter of fact that in Denver, Jokic is the leading scorer. He's leading in assists as a center. He is leading in rebound. I mean, all these stuff, and also the offense gets run through him. So I gotta give it to Jokic. So that's why I have Jokic above Joel Embiid.
Respect.
So, yep. So, but yeah, Joel Embiid is number 7.
Yeah.
All right,
Caleb, who you got?
Number 7 for me is the reigning 2-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. Once again, the things he does well are just insane. The impact he has on the defensive side of the floor and offensive are crazy. I heard someone today say he's arguably not even the best defender on his team. I think that's a stupid take. I don't know where I heard that. Oh, King Louis, where'd you go?
King Louis left.
Got you? You good, bro?
We're back. He returned from the gulag.
Alex, can you hear us?
Yep.
All right.
Yep. I just changed devices because my phone's about to die.
Cool. Right, so yeah, Giannis is my number 7. Honestly, 7 through 10 is pretty close for me. But that's my 7 guy. Who do you have for number 6, King Louis?
Okay. So yikes.
You good?
I'm laggy here. Yeah, my computer's really laggy. My number 6, Joel Embiid. Now here's why I have him over Jokic. Defense and strictly defense. That's the only reason. Jokic is so much better than Jokic. I love the LeBron KD comparison you made with that, but the reason why LeBron's better than KD is because they're both similar defenders. LeBron's probably a better defender, and LeBron does everything else like Jokic does. But Embiid's defense, Embiid should be all NBA or all defensive.
Yeah, he should.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I love Embiid.
No, I never respect people that say, because it's not like Jokic is way better than Embiid or Embiid is way better than Jokic. You could make an argument for both sides. So,
and it's crazy how different they are as centers too.
Yeah, they're 2 different type of players. It's crazy. Yeah. So at number 6, now I have the golden boy himself, the face of the future of the NBA, Luka Doncic. I have him at number 6. I mean, what do I have to say about Luka? Right? Like Luka is an amazing playmaker, can shoot the 3, has James Harden type a bag when it comes to creating his own shots. He can create. It's crazy how a man that slow. Because let's be honest, Luka Doncic is slow. He is not fast. But with all that, he is one of the most shiftiest basketball players in the league right now. And what is he averaging? 28, 8 and 8 or something like that right now?
Great. Almost a triple-double.
Yeah. Almost a triple-double. And the man is, 22 years old?
22.
He's a year older than me, and he's doing all that? Bro, what? It's crazy. I got to give respect to Luka, and he's number 6 in my list.
Luka is great. I don't know. I don't know why I don't have him higher. I just, like Caleb said when he put Giannis, or I forget. You said I have just guys that I think is better than him. It was either for Jokic or Giannis. That's the same thing with Luka. I have those guys ahead of him. I don't know why. He's probably better than AD. I could probably agree with that. But yeah.
I mean, hey, everybody got their own opinions. So
yeah, bro, you said it well though. I have Luka at 6 as well. He's my favorite player in the league. I wanted to put him higher, but I think I just have 5 guys who I had to put ahead of him. I think I know exactly who you have ahead of him, Ryan. I just have one different player than you. But Luke, his pace of the game with his lack of athleticism and a lack of speed, just he controls the pace on both sides of the ball and chooses the pace of the game no matter who's on the floor, unless you're facing a James Harden kind of guy, which is incredible for a 22-year-old, probably one of the highest basketball IQs we've ever seen for a guy of his age. And I think he has future top 10 potential.
Yeah.
Like all time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Maybe higher.
Okay.
The GOAT.
I disagree with that, but we can talk
about
it.
Because of defense, King Louis?
Hey, okay. Here, let me say something. Who in the top 10 players of all time, the consensus, so top 12, sure-ish, if you don't, excluding Steph Curry and Kevin Durant.
You can't just exclude people.
Okay, well, because their careers aren't over yet. The only person that's solidified in the top 10 is LeBron.
But Luka's career is not over yet.
I know, but I'm saying, who in the top 10 to 12-ish isn't an elite or pretty good defender? Nobody.
I mean, let's
LeBron,
not act.
Defensive Player of the Year candidate. MJ, Defensive Player of the Year. Kareem was a very good interior defender. Hakeem, one of the greatest defensive players of all time. Wilt, dominant defensive player. Same with Shaq. Tim Duncan. Kevin Garnett.
Where do you have KG in your top?
Oh, like 12. Don't worry. He's not in the
Okay,
top
I was like Kevin Garnett.
just all those guys. Bill Russell, even though I don't have him there.
Mm-hmm.
Just all those guys are great defenders. And I don't know if Luka is ever going to reach that.
Look, this is the thing with me. Look, I think Luka has everything to be considered the greatest of all time, right? All he needs is, he needs championships, he needs MVPs, he needs everything, but the talent is there.
Yeah.
But the thing with that argument, right, that is a great argument, don't get me wrong. I feel like the NBA has changed so much that defense is important, don't get me wrong, but offense is now the most important thing. If you don't have offense, you are not winning a single game. Back then, people say that defense wins championships. Now it's offense wins championships. Yeah, because the league got so talented.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree. But I don't know. I could see that.
I agree with Ryan. That's exactly what I was thinking. Because of the era, like this is why we can argue Steph Curry and KD top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they're not great on defense, but they're just so elite on offense. And in an era where you need to be elite on offense, I think Luka's going to be on a level just like that. And that's why he can crack that top 10.
That's why people think. That's why people think Ben Simmons is overrated because he's great at defense. But exactly. So,
do you guys think KD is a disappointment defensively because of his size, athleticism, and his frame?
No, I don't. Because in Golden State, I think he came third in the Defensive Player of the Year. So he's when he's healthy, he's a dominant. Like in the interior, he's really good at defense. Yeah. So I don't think he's a disappointment. No.
All right, top 5. My number 5, Kawhi Leonard. Greatest championship run of all time. Saying Embiid crying, saying Giannis crying, Steph whining home.
Dirk Nowitzki, bro. Dirk Nowitzki.
2018 LeBron.
2011 Dirk.
Hey,
2011 Dirk sent LeBron home.
Won.
Come on now.
For
Let's
the
not break that.
Fans that said, well, KD and Clay were injured. You had 4 games to beat us, and we were up 3-1. That's on you. Anyways, Kawhi, a lockdown defender. He's a bucket getter, too. I love Kawhi. He's my number 5.
Great pick.
I can't argue with that. That's a great pick. My number 5, I got the MVP this season. I got the Joker. I got Jokic, the most important player. He's a way better than Embiid. That's kidding. No, I'm just no question. No, but remember, guys. I like seeing the importance of players, and I feel like these next players on these lists are so important, so crucial on these teams. That I have to put them at 5. I think at 5 these top 5. Not only I think they're the best in the league, I also think they're the most important in the league when it comes to their respective teams.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, so that's why I have Jokic at 5. Although you can make an argument for Luka.
I agree. I think you guys have Jokic and Luka a bit too high, in my opinion. But
I have Jokic too high.
No, not Jokic. Well, both of you, Luka and Ryan Jokic. But I love the pick. You made some great points. Caleb, who you got? Number 5.
I've got same as you, King Louis. Kawhi Leonard.
Sir.
Great on both sides of the ball. He's taken a bit of a decline this year, but like a decline from MVP level to slightly below MVP level is like not that much of a decline. He's great on both sides of the ball. I think come playoff times, he's going to be a problem in the West. I think LeBron's not going to want to see him in any round of the playoffs.
I mean, if Kawhi doesn't show up 3-1 lead, then it's not LeBron's fault.
Jokic.
Oh my goodness. Hey, my number 4. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this one. Kevin Durant.
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
Ryan.
Yes. You
Kevin
never
Durant
miss.
is the fourth best player in the league.
Yes. Oh my
3
God.
guys above him.
That was perfect.
Yeah, it's KD.
I swear, the James Harden take makes me so mad.
Oh my God.
Ryan, go off. Tell me why.
Dude, Kevin Durant. Oh my God.
Is he your number 4, Ryan?
Kevin Durant. You lucky I didn't put Kevin Durant at 5. I was just being nice. I could make an argument that Luka's better. I could make an argument that Giannis is better. I could make it. Oh, bro, I love Kevin Durant. But how the hell? How in the world are you gonna say that Kevin Durant could be the best player in the world when he's not even the best player on his team.
Yes.
Come on.
No, Kevin Durant. I love Kevin Durant. Don't get me wrong. One of the greatest scorers of all time. But besides that, this season, what has he shown? That he could get injured. That's all he has. You cannot be. I don't care. I don't care about if he's healthy, if he's this, if he's that. I'm respecting KD at all means. But when we look at the most important player in the Brooklyn Nets, his name is James Harden.
Yes,
this man is averaging a triple. Bro, how are you gonna be the best if you don't even run your own offense? How are you gonna be the best if you're not even taking the last shot?
Was Steph always the best on the Warriors then?
Who's the Steph Curry? Steph Curry. Steph Curry was the offense. Steph Curry was the offense.
You can argue KD hasn't been the best on his team since he joined the Warriors.
Okay, boys. So you both have KD. Have KD.
Yep.
And I'm respecting KD.
And I'll tell you, just so we can keep conversation, I'll tell you, Harden's my 4. I have Harden below KD.
Oh, okay. I just think at number 3, I'm pretty sure me and I have the same person. I don't know who you have. You have
Steph? Okay, real quick. Back to the Harden thing.
Let's pause right there and let's just let Caleb talk.
When it comes to the playoffs, are you going to be more worried about guarding Kevin Durant or James Harden?
James Harden.
You can clamp up James Harden. You cannot clamp up Kevin Durant.
When was the last time we got clamped up?
The amount of gravity James Harden demands on the court is insane.
He
can score one-on-one.
Tell me about James Harden's playoff resume.
Okay, but look,
would have beat the best team of all time if his running mate didn't get injured.
Yeah, he plays good for 3 games and then he falls off every year.
He plays good for 6 games.
Listen. Do you know what's the difference between those playoff runs and this year? Is that this year he has Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. So if he's struggling,
he's got a guy who's better than him on his team, so he can.
Better at scoring the basketball, yes. But when it comes to running the offense, being the guy that finds these guys open, I have James Harden over Kevin Durant any day of the week. James Harden. I love James Harden. It's like you look at the way he play makes, right? Look, think about this. Kyrie Irving is notoriously one of the hardest teammates to play with, right? That was the rumor. James Harden and Kyrie Irving look like they've been best friends for years. When they play in the basketball court, Kyrie's like, let James Harden run that because I know he's gonna find me open. That's something's gonna happen to KD.
Speaking about James Harden and teammates, I don't know what to feel because I love what you just said there. But I think the problem in Houston was Mike D'Antoni. Okay? Yeah. So him and Russell Westbrook, we both saw Russ when he went to the Wizards, amazing teammate. Harden when he went to the Nets, amazing teammates. Same thing with Chris Paul. When Chris Paul left, amazing teammate. Harden left, amazing teammate. I think Mike D'Antoni was the problem there.
He's in Brooklyn.
I know.
Yeah, he's in Brooklyn.
But he's an assistant.
He is. I think they are running the same offense now with James Harden because Steve Nash, only thing that he's known is the Mike D'Antoni offense.
7 seconds or less.
Because, look, in Phoenix, then he went to the Lakers. And guess who was the Lakers head coach? Mike D'Antoni. Yeah. So, Steve Nash is going to run that offense, and it's working perfectly fine. I just don't think they have enough. Like, look, Mike D'Antoni's offense never, ever has won a championship. And I'm not gonna go this year and say, because they have Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. I'm not gonna say that. No, I'm not gonna say that. No.
I love this guy. I love this guy.
So I still disagree. I have Harden 4. I see what you guys are saying, but I still think Kevin Durant's gonna be the most important in the playoff series. But so Ryan, I'm guessing KD or Harden is 3 for you.
Yes.
And we got to talk to King Louis here. He's got Steph Curry at number 3.
Steph Curry is the 3rd best player on the planet. Number 1 and 2 remain to be unnamed.
Why?
We both know.
We know who number 1 and 2 are.
We know who they are.
Yeah, but
it's not Steph Curry.
Wow, that's great. Wait, so who you have number 1?
King James. You got LeBron and then Harden.
King James.
King James.
Yeah, let's just each do our top 3. King Louis.
Okay, yeah. What's your top 3? What's your top 3, Louis?
Curry, Harden, LeBron.
Okay, me, I have Harden at number 3. We know that. We got LeBron James, the greatest of all time, in my opinion, respectfully.
Yeah.
Number 2. And then I got the little man from Ohio, Stephen Wardell Curry. No, there's a difference between a hot bro. I'm sorry. Caleb, you want to go?
No, go for it.
Okay. Look, people are saying, oh, but James Harden, he did the same thing in the Rockets. Look at his teammates. Curry is doing this while getting doubled, tripled. What, bro? His second best teammate is Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
Great player.
Dude.
Okay.
Best Canadian ever.
And I don't even love Andrew Wiggins, bro. That man's buns. The reason he's good is because no one else is there to take the shots.
He
needs to score.
Disrespecting Maple Jordan.
That's like
who else strikes fear in defenses when they have the ball in their hand like Steph Curry? Not James Harden. James Harden close, but not James.
What, dude? That's crazy.
They don't throw three. They don't throw three guys.
Yes, they did. Did you not see that highlight? Well, it's not even a highlight. That end of game, I remember it clearly. Patrick Beverley and Paul George are literally clawing at James Harden, and he still makes the
end
shot.
Of game. They're throwing three at Steph in the second quarter.
Hey, James Harden is one of the most gravitating players on the court. Everyone talks about Steph Curry takes so much attention. James Harden with the ball in his hand is the scariest player in the world.
If y'all watch the Philly game with Steph Curry that dropped 49, right?
Yeah, he played great
on Ben Simmons.
He wasn't playing. Ben Simmons wasn't playing. But Steph Curry was getting doubled every single possession.
Well, obviously they had to Seth was guarding him.
Seth was guarding him, bro. They had Hollaback, or what's his name? Oh my god, that guy, Thibault.
Yeah. Well, they had to help out,
dude. These guys are above 6'8", bro. On Steph Curry, Joel Embiid, arguably the one of the contenders of being defensive player of the year this year. Steph Curry dropped 9 points on him. He went perfect. Perfect. Did not miss a single shot on Joel Embiid. Okay. Keep in mind, Joel Embiid is 7'1".
Hear me out. I can agree. Well, not agree, but I hear you guys on Steph being better than Harden. I'm not going to debate it because honestly, it's super close for me. I just like making Caleb mad, so I make it seem I make it seem like it's a lot less close than it is, but it's super close for me. I can see Steph Curry at 2 or at 3 for me both ways. But I can't. He's not the best player in the world.
He's the best player in the world.
He's only been the best player in the world once, and that was in 2016.
And this year, so it's twice. It's like, look, it's like I'm sorry, Caleb. I want you to talk. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was saying the only reason he wasn't the best player in the world is because he's such a good teammate. He took a step back for Kevin Durant.
No, he was still.
He would have been the best player in the world if Kevin Durant wasn't on that team.
I think
28. He'd be better than 2018 LeBron.
It would have been close. He would have been dropping huge numbers.
I'm sorry, I have to disagree with that.
Ryan,
2018 LeBron, most dominant player of all time.
I don't like doing hypotheticals because I think 2018 LeBron was the best version of LeBron James ever.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But what I am gonna say is, Caleb does have a point. Because he had Kevin Durant, so he couldn't show off what he had. But now that he is here, he is showing us what he got. It's not like he's just been doing this. He's been doing this for years now. I mean, we're forgetting about his 2015 performances, 2016 performances. You could argue he was the best player throughout those years as well. Arguably, I think LeBron was the best, but you could argue that Steph Curry was better.
Totally.
Also, this year, it's not even close. LeBron James, I love LeBron. Don't even get me wrong. But when we look about the most important player in their team, LeBron James is not playing, right? And Anthony Davis, right? They're not playing.
Yeah.
And where are the Lakers at? 5th seed?
Hey, Dennis Schroeder been popping off. KCP, I like that team. That's a playoff team.
So let's keep the same energy. LeBron has better teammates than Steph Curry.
I agree.
And we said that and during that time in 2018, we said LeBron James was better because he had less teammates. I'm gonna keep the same energy, and I'm gonna say Curry's the best player because his teammates are. Oh my God, they're trash, and LeBron has better teammates.
I can respect that a lot. you've moved the needle for me a bit.
Whoa!
But
he never misses, bro.
But
you're talking to a sheet, ain't bot.
Let me show my respect to Steph Curry, just so people don't think I'm hating. I hate when people say his career started in 2014, 2015 when he went to the finals, won his first MVP. That is so false.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a good player even before that.
Yeah.
And it was only because of ankle injuries that he wasn't considered one of the best players in the league at that time. And also because the league wasn't ready for him. But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he changed the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Caleb, who's your top three?
Yeah, so my top three was number 1, Steph, 2, LeBron, 3, KD.
Okay.
So close to yours, Ryan.
Yeah.
Close, yeah.
Well,
I agree.
Are we all good on top 10? Any last words anybody wants to say?
The Nets are not going all the way this season.
Okay.
The most overhyped player in the NBA, his name is Damian Lillard.
Okay.
Bradley Beal only shoots for empty stats. He should have been gone out of the Wizards. He had the option to leave, but he decided to stay because he knows he's not going to perform the same way in another team because he's not that good.
Let's go.
Okay. I love how you see eye to eye with me on this Bradley Beal thing. Do you have Bradley Beal as a top 5 shooting guard? No. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. I don't care if you have James Harden. You have James Harden or Kyrie as the shooting guard. Bradley Beal's not top 5.
You can't even you make an argument, right? Like, but Bradley Beal does is fine, right? You know what? Put him in the top 5 if you want to. But the gap between James and Kyrie is so it's not like I'm gonna make a case that Bradley Beal is better than James Harden. Don't shut up.
Okay,
Paul George is way
exactly.
I saw this tier list on Instagram. It was top shooting guards, and it was James Harden, Paul George, and Bradley Beal in tier 1. No way that he's not even in the same stratosphere as Paul George as James Harden.
It's that Paul George and James Harden produce winning basketball.
Yep. Yeah.
And let's not forget Bradley Beal's in the weaker conference, so I'm expecting better games out of him. Like
as an 11 seed right now.
Hey, if Russ can carry them to the playoffs, that'd be a really good accomplishment.
You do not want to play the Wizards in the playing game.
No. Nope. If I'm the Hawks, I need to get my ceiling up a bit because I don't want to play in the playing game.
Yeah, but Trae Young, bro.
And I also want $10 from Caleb, but that's a whole different story.
We're not talking about that.
Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We had so much fun with Ryan. Ryan, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me, guys.
See you guys. Peace.